Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is hump day and I am feeling it. I'm going on vacation to San Diego next week. So I have 3 more days of work and then I am on vacation. And I'm excited about what I'm doing over the next 3 days too. So I've been going live every weekday. I have lots of new clients coming in. I have lots of consultations scheduled. I did 2 coaching calls yesterday for my group program. So I am busy and I'm loving it. And then I'm going to be ready for a rest. So it's good to be here and to see you today. All right, today I am going to talk about how to consistently sleep 7 or more hours uninterrupted. And so, I mean, not a quick fix, not a magic pill, but how to actually get your body back in balance and restore your health so that you can sleep well permanently, long term, I should say. So, mainly how I do this is in my Complete Sleep Solution program. So, this is a 6 month one on one coaching program. And I have helped hundreds of clients over the last 5 years in this program find and fix the root causes of their sleep issues so they can sleep well and restore their health and get their bodies back in balance. This program has a 95% success rate. So almost all of our clients who follow our recommendations get better in 6 months. And most of them are improving way before that. So within the first month, within the first couple months of working together. But because it is a health restoring program, that can take some time. So I have made the program 6 months, and that way our clients have time to implement everything we're recommending and really notice a huge difference in that 6 months. So, and if someone hasn't gotten better in the 6 months, it just means that they need a little more time or we need to dig a little bit deeper. But it is amazing how the imbalances in your body that have affected your sleep have been going on for years, maybe even decades. The longer you've been struggling with sleep, the longer those imbalances have been there. So it's amazing that you can struggle for that long and your body has been out of balance for that long, but you can get back in balance so much faster. And you don't have to be perfectly healthy and perfectly back in balance for your sleep to improve and to be able to sleep well. I always talk about you just have to tip the scales enough, get your body enough back in balance, and then you're able to sleep normally. You're able to fall asleep easily, stay asleep all night, and most importantly, wake up feeling rested with energy for your day. So, what the program includes, first of all, you get a jumpstart plan. So, this means that you meet with your coach within 1 week of signing up. So, once you sign up, we send you some intake forms to fill out, an assessment, and that way we know what to recommend to get started on right away. And so your coach will recommend 1 to 3 changes to make that are going to have the biggest impact on your sleep and health. So we're not going to tell you to do 10 things right off the bat. We're going to tell you to do up to 3 that are going to make the biggest difference, because sometimes it is the smallest things that make the biggest difference. So we'll be looking at all through all of your assessments, which are asking you, what supplements and medications you're taking, what your health history is like, what symptoms you're experiencing, so that we can pinpoint the impactful things that can help right away. So that will be included in your jumpstart plan. And many of our clients start sleeping better within the first month just from following that plan. So before we even get their test results. Now, the program also includes 4 different functional lab tests. So these are going to show exactly what's going on in your body and why you can't sleep so that you can sleep peacefully instead of lying awake wondering what the heck you're doing wrong. And we look for everything that could be affecting your sleep so that nothing is missed or overlooked. Like many of our clients have gone to other practitioners, doctors, and done some of the testing that I do, but and they haven't gotten better, and that's just because something has been missed. It doesn't mean they can't get better and they're hopeless and they just have to live with insomnia forever. It's inevitable that everyone can sleep well. So it just means something has been overlooked. So I run 4 tests. A test looks at sex hormones because depleted or out of balance hormones can make it hard to fall and stay asleep. It looks at cortisol, and your entire cortisol pattern. So we need to know what's going on throughout the day instead of just testing your cortisol first thing in the morning on a fasting blood test that only shows what's happening that second in time. Because if your cortisol is high at bedtime or in the middle of the night, it's going to be impossible to sleep. The tests also look at liver function because your liver is most active at night. And if it can't handle all the toxins it's supposed to detoxify, you're going to be awake. One of the tests looks at gut health because pathogens in the gut are the most common reason why people are awake for hours in the middle of the night. We look at neurotransmitters because too little serotonin or GABA or too many stimulating neurotransmitters will keep you awake. We look for mineral imbalance and depleted minerals because they directly affect sleep. And we look for heavy metals because they cause inflammation and impair detox, which is also going to sabotage your sleep. And so when you know which parts of your body are out of balance through lab work, you'll be able to target specifically the root cause of your insomnia so that you not only start getting 1 to 3 hours more sleep, but you also feel more rested and replenished with the hours you do get. So I find this with a lot of our clients that they might not start sleeping more right away, but they're sleeping better right away. And so they feel better during the day. So it's also about the quality of your sleep, not just about the quantity or how many hours you're sleeping. And then you'll also fill out an intake questionnaire and other quick assessments so that we don't miss anything that could be affecting your sleep. So these assessments are looking at diet and blood sugar, which is going to help stop the 3 a.m. wake ups. We're looking at your habits and lifestyle so we can recommend key changes to help you sleep deeply and so you wake up rested with energy. We screen for mold toxicity, which greatly affects your health and your body's ability to sleep normally. And about a third, it's almost getting to half of our clients are dealing with this. And this is often overlooked. And that is why they haven't gotten better, even though they've maybe done other functional lab testing or their blood work is normal. We assess for brain inflammation so we can help lower that. We look at your epigenetics, which is how your genes are being expressed. So we know exactly what supplements and lifestyle changes to recommend and not recommend that will have the biggest impact on your body and more. So with the tests and the assessments, I'm getting this big picture of what's going on in your body. And I talk about it like it's a puzzle, and everyone has different pieces in their puzzle that are affecting their sleep. So my goal is to find all the pieces so we have the complete puzzle and nothing is missed. Because if we only look at a few different things, let's say we look at hormones and gut health, but also minerals are out of balance or depleted and neurotransmitters are depleted, then you're not going to be able to sleep better by just looking at hormones and gut health, even though those are important pieces of the puzzle. So yeah, so my goal is we're finding all the pieces of your puzzle so that nothing is missed. And then as your test results come in, you will go over them during your sessions. So once all of your results are in, you'll have a longer session where your coach will go over the rest of your results in detail in language that's simple to understand. So, we're looking at multiple pages for each test. Some of them are very complicated, not easy to understand. So we are going to explain it to you in layman's terms so that you understand what's going on. And you'll also get a handout explaining your test results that you can refer to at any time. So you won't ever have to Google causes of insomnia at 3 a.m. again, because you'll know what's going on in your body instead of trying to sort through the generic reasons for insomnia online, which I know I looked up many times over the 2 years that I was struggling to sleep and never found any answers there. Now, you'll also get a personalized plan of natural supplement, diet, and lifestyle recommendations to get your body and sleep back in balance. So you'll know exactly which supplements and habits your body needs. No more trying to find the magic pill or following advice you find online that doesn't work. And what I love is that this is testing instead of guessing. So, if you tried things like melatonin and magnesium and CBD and all the herbal formulas, the reason they haven't helped is because that's not what your body needs. Or even if you are deficient in magnesium and melatonin, there's still other imbalances that are affecting your sleep. So magnesium and melatonin by themselves aren't enough. We need to, if you have a parasite and hormone imbalance, those things aren't going to be enough to help you sleep, get all the sleep that you need. They might be helping you get a little bit more sleep, but they're not getting to where you're consistently able to sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. So your protocol is based on your test results and your assessments instead of just guessing at what might work. You'll also have support for 6 months as you implement your plan. So you get 12 sessions, so about 2 sessions a month. You also have daily chat messaging Monday through Friday available with your coach. So you can get your questions answered right away. You don't have to wait until your next session if anything comes up. And this support is why the program is so successful. So a lot of people will ask me, can't I just have a session, to go over the test results and that's it? I have done that before, and those people do not usually get better because they don't have any help implementing their plan. If their body doesn't like one supplement, or if they're having a hard time changing their habits, they're not going to do it. And so then they aren't going to get better. So we're here to help troubleshoot, recommend something different if it's not working, helping you make baby steps toward making certain changes if needed, and also helping with the mental part of not sleeping if you need support with that as well. So if you feel anxious about sleep, if you're thinking about sleep, you're researching about sleep, you're kind of obsessing about sleep all the time, we're going to help with that as well, because that is still sabotaging your sleep, right? It's not going to be enough. Like, you can do the mental part, and a lot of our clients have done cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, and it hasn't helped because there are still physical imbalances that are affecting their sleep. But we don't want your mind sabotaging your sleep. And then we also help you deal with stress in general, because mental stress, affects the body over time. So we're going to reduce stress in the body and the mind as much as possible in the 6 months so that your body can heal, can function normally again by removing all of those stressors. And your coach will be constantly reviewing your case to ensure that you keep getting better and better. We are really guiding you and walking with you in this program. The program also includes valuable, but to the point trainings, because I know that we're busy and tired. So most of them are not more than 5 or 10 minutes long, about habits, about diet, about blood sugar, about sleep, about health, so that you can make changes to improve your sleep. And these will be released each week throughout the program. So they're staggered. So you're only need to invest 5 to 10 minutes per week in these trainings. And of course, they're optional. But my goal is to give you as many resources as possible so you start sleeping better as quickly as possible. And then you talk about how those things apply to you in the sessions with your coach. So in just 30 days, you'll know why you can't sleep from the test and have a plan to fix it so you can get more sleep, improve your health, feel better, and not have to rely on a ton of pills to sleep every night. Now, the trainings they're in 3 different categories. So there's smart sleeper habits, where you'll learn evidence-based habits that will help you sleep more peacefully. And so I'm going to cut through all the noise. There's so many different recommendations online that contradict each other. I am going to show you what works, what's going to work for you and for most of our clients. So you won't have to, sort through all that noise online and just focus on what's going to make the biggest difference. There are also smart sleeper essentials. So, where we're going to talk about falling asleep fast and how to stop the 3 a.m. wake ups by finding the perfect diet for your body and balancing your blood sugar. This is something that we'll get started on right away as soon as you sign up. And there are going to be trainings for smart sleeper mindset to help you get rid of negative thoughts and anxiety about sleep so that your mind doesn't sabotage your sleep. So that is what there are a few more features in the program. So in this program, we will also analyze any other tests that you have. So if you have recent blood work, if you've taken a thyroid test, if we recommend taking a mold test, which is optional, but we will also review those tests to get this bigger picture of what's going on in your body. If you are taking sleep medication and you want to get off of those, then we will also give you a customized plan to wean off of the sleep meds with your doctor's approval at the time that's right for you to start weaning off. So my approach to getting off sleep meds is to first find and fix the imbalances in your body that are affecting your sleep, and then wean off the sleep meds when your body's more in balance. And it's going to be at this place where you're going to be more likely able to sleep on your own without needing the medication. And then at the end of the 6 months, you will have the option to renew the program and do the test again. Or we'll give you an exit plan so that you can stay healthy and continue to sleep well. So some of our clients, they are sleeping better. They don't want to retest, which is fine. Some of our other clients are really, working on their health and want to make sure that the parasite is gone and their minerals are getting back in balance, and, wanting to make sure that things are working, even though they're already sleeping better, they want to keep working on their health. So that is definitely an option for those who want to renew. So the investment for the program is $4,000. You can also do 4 monthly payments, of $1,000, plus the cost of the lab tests, which are just under $1,000. So we order the labs for you so that you get the practitioner wholesale price. I don't make any money on the labs. So that's usually the cheapest way to get them. If you've done any of the tests that I do in the last around 6 to 9 months, and you can share those results with us, then we can use those tests and you don't need to do them again. So that's an option as well. So the first step is to schedule a free consultation today to get started. And we will talk about what's going on with your sleep and health, what you've tried so far. I'll be able to pinpoint why that hasn't worked yet, and how the Complete Sleep Solution program will help you consistently sleep 7 to 9 hours uninterrupted without drugs. So let me know if you have any questions about the program, and I can put the link with information about it, and you can also schedule a consultation there. And then I am going to answer some frequently asked questions as well right now. So feel free to stay on if you want to know about those. So one of the, I think one of the main questions I get is, will this work for me? Like I say, there's a 95% success rate, and a lot of people's brains just go to, well, what about the 5%? I'm going to be the 5%. I know I'm going to be the 5%. So that's not helping you, right? Like the chances are this is absolutely going to work for you in 6 months or less. And if not, it's still going to work for you. It just might take a little bit longer. But the people who follow our recommendations get better. And so I truly believe that everyone can sleep well. It's what our bodies are meant to do. And if you aren't able to fall asleep easily, to stay asleep all night, to get at least 7 hours sleep a night, there's something going on in your body and possibly your mind that is causing that. And so all we have to do is find out what that is and fix it. And then you can sleep well. I have worked with clients who haven't slept well since childhood or since college, and they're now in their 40s. So it's been decades, and they're still able to sleep well now. So yes, I do believe this can work for everyone. Yeah, unless you have some crazy rare sleep disorder, which again is very unlikely. So you are meant to sleep well and you can sleep well. We just need to find out what's getting in the way of that. Now, you might be wondering, how long will it take for my sleep to get better? Because I've talked about the program being 6 months long. Many of our clients see improvement in the first month from us looking at the assessments and helping them get started on making some changes. A lot of our clients start sleeping an hour, if not more, a night, and or they feel better with the number of hours they are getting, like I talked about earlier. Sometimes it takes 3 months, others need longer to, if there are a lot of things going on, like different pathogens in the gut and dealing with mold toxicity, it can take closer to the full 6 months. So the program is 6 months long to account for the longest time it could take and because it's a health restoring program. But I would say the average is 3 months. Now, the more symptoms you have, the longer this has been going on, the longer it may take for you to get better. So that's something that we'll talk about in the consultation, and I'll be able, I mean, I can't predict how long it's going to take any one person to notice improvements, but when I talk to someone who's young and healthy and their only symptom is sleep issues, they're going to get better a lot faster than someone who's older, who has diseases and diagnoses, who's on a lot of medications, even though if that's you, you can still get better, likely in 6 months or less, but it just might take a little bit on the longer side. So, how much time do you need to devote to this program? So, it takes about 30 minutes to fill out the intake forms, which you'll get as soon as you sign up. It will take some time to collect your samples for the lab tests, but they can easily be done either in one weekend or if you want to do them one at a time to space things out. The first couple weeks, you'll get access to various modules to help you get started and be successful in the program. So the total time for those is around 2 hours maximum. Then after that, you'll receive a module per week, each of an average of 10 minutes long. So I know you're busy and tired, so I made everything as simple and brief as possible. And then you'll meet with your coach twice a month. Usually those are 30-minute sessions, except when your test results come in, which is about a month after you sign up. Then you will have a longer session, which can be 90 minutes, or you can divide it into 2 45-minute sessions. And then after that, you're looking at, an hour a month with 2 30-minute sessions plus the trainings, max 10 minutes long per week is 40 minutes a month. So we're talking an hour and 40 minutes a month. So that is only, that's less than 30 minutes a week that it's going to take you to do this program. So you don't need a ton of time to do this. What if you don't live in the US? So I work with clients all over the world. Worked with clients in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, the UK, Norway, Croatia, Singapore, and more. So we can likely work with you too. The cost is the same, but you may have to pay a little extra to ship your samples to the labs in addition to the program cost. And the labs are a little more expensive. So if you aren't in the US or Canada, I use labs in Europe. And so it ends up being a little over $1,000 for the 4 lab test. Plus there might be some additional shipping. So how does the testing work? So when you sign up for the program, we order the test within 24 hours and the test gets shipped to your home within just a few days. You take the samples in the comfort of your home and send them back to the lab in prepaid envelopes. All the tests come with specific instructions. And then you'll also get some helpful tips about taking the test inside the program. And I give you a possible schedule you could use for taking the test over a weekend. How long does it take the results? Does it take to get the results? So the labs can take up to 2 weeks to process your results once they receive your sample. So that ends up being about a month from the time you sign up. And we order the test, they arrive at your home, you take them and then send the samples back to the lab. If you're super fast and do it the second you get it, it might be more like 3 weeks. So the faster you send in your samples, the faster you'll get your results and your plan. Are the tests covered by insurance? So unfortunately, these tests aren't covered by insurance because they aren't diagnosing anything. I wish that our healthcare system was different. These are more preventative tests, if anything, and functional tests. I wish that they were covered by insurance, and I think that it should be, and I hope that that changes over time. But for now, most of them, they aren't covered by insurance. I've even had clients order them from their doctor and they still aren't covered. So, however, many clients have used their health savings account or flexible spending account for both the lab tests and the program. So if that's something that you have, then that is definitely an option. So can you order the test from your doctor? So conventional medical doctors don't know about these tests and likely can't order them for you. Can you order them yourself or from a naturopath or functional medicine doctor? So most of the tests need to be ordered by a certified practitioner. If you order them from somewhere else, you'll likely pay retail price, which will end up costing you more than if you get them as part of the Complete Sleep Solution program. Now, it may benefit you to order the test from someone else if they will be covered by insurance, which isn't likely, but it's definitely something you could try. Um, I am fine. If you find the test for cheaper, let me know. And I don't care if you order them from my program or not. We just need to make sure that they're the right tests or that they're comparable. So, like, you know, a gut test that you can just order yourself from Biome or whatever isn't going to have the same level of information that the GI map that I use does. So, we do need to make sure that they're comparable. I don't recommend ordering these tests and expecting an interpretation from a practitioner who didn't order these tests for you in the first place. So if they didn't already order them for you, it means they don't see how these tests will help with your sleep, and or they don't know how to interpret them and give recommendations based on your results. So, I can't tell you how many people I've talked to and they decide they're going to go with a local functional medicine doctor or a naturopath. And months later, they end up coming back to me because, it didn't get to the bottom of it. And those practitioners didn't know how to interpret these specific tests that I run. So if you've already done any of the tests in the program and you can share your results with me, then you don't need to order them and pay for them again. So we'll just ask you for those and you won't need to do them again. What supplements do we recommend? So I recommend many different brands of high quality supplements, depending on what's going on in your body. So I don't have a personal line of supplements or anything like that. I am using other brands. For most of our recommendations, we use Fullscript, which is an online dispensary, and you actually get 20% off under my Sleep Detective account. So yeah, what I recommend definitely varies. Sometimes you can find them on Amazon. It usually ends up being cheaper from Fullscript. And Amazon, you can't always trust Amazon, right? There have been reports of people getting bottles with like the pill is supposed to be white, the capsule is supposed to be white, and instead it's brown. And so it's, can't always trust Amazon. You want to make sure it's coming from that brand's actual store and not from a different seller. So Fullscript is definitely a safe way to make sure that you're going to get what you ordered. All right, what changes will I recommend? So we do recommend supplements that are targeted for your body based on your test results and health history. And these are meant to be taken short term because we're going to do everything we can to get your body back in balance at once so you don't have to take supplements forever. For many of our clients, we do recommend some dietary changes, such as eating more protein or eliminating inflammatory foods for a period of time, which is going to help stabilize blood sugar and lower inflammation, so then you can sleep a lot better. We might also suggest simple changes to your routine, habits, or exercise that will help decrease stress so that you can sleep peacefully. So when do you meet with your coach and how long are your sessions? I think I answered that. Meet twice a month. Sessions are 30 minutes, except for the one to go over your test results, which will be longer. All right. So what are my qualifications? So I earned a Master's of Science in Holistic Nutrition in 2008. I became a certified GAPS practitioner, which stands for Gut and Psychology Syndrome. So it's a certification specializing in gut health in 2017. I worked in the supplement and natural care industry from 2011 to 2017, so for a long time. I've been passionate about health for my entire adult life. I learned about sleep coaching from Dana Obelman's Solve Your Sleep certification in 2019. And then in 2020, I became certified through Functional Diagnostic Nutrition to run and interpret functional lab tests and give holistic recommendations based on the results. So I've helped hundreds of clients over the past 5 years. I also have additional training in FDN or Functional Diagnostic Nutrition's Stress and Hormones course, Advanced Thyroid course, Functional Blood Chemistry Analysis, and I have taken Mold Illness Made Simple course and an HTMA expert course by Kendra Perry. So I love learning, and so I keep doing trainings and getting certifications to better help all of you and make sure that I am looking at everything that is affecting your sleep. So the Complete Sleep Solution program will help you consistently sleep 7 to 9 hours uninterrupted in 6 months or less. And the first step is to book a consultation so I can find out everything I need to know about your sleep and health and tell you how we'll help you restore your health so you can sleep well naturally and long term. So you don't have to make another appointment that will happen months from now or buy another sleep supplement online ever again. Spending money on practitioners and programs that don't work stops now. I can't wait to see you sleeping and feeling better. So I hope to meet you soon in our consultation. All right, everyone, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.